Change the scheme, alter the mood, electrify the boys and girls.
Yeah, you can't front on that.
Welcome to the Nerdington Post. My hair looks like ass. I'm Walter. I need a fucking haircut.
I'm Senpai. My hair actually looks pretty good. I got a haircut recently because I had to do immigration things.
Nice, man. You, Team USA?
Not yet. Probably won't be for a while. Until they figure out the whole path of DACA into residency, it's just going to be the same thing.
Path is you marry an American.
You're single, right? And a citizen?
Yeah. Dude, yeah, man. We file some taxes.
There you go.
Hell yeah, dude. I got nothing going on. But yeah, introduce yourself, sir.
I just said I'm Senpai.
Did you? Okay,
Yeah.
Did you say that?
Yes, I'm Senpai and I got a nice haircut.
You know...
You're full empanadas.
I'm full on empanadas. I've been up since 7 in the morning. We're recording at 10:30 right now. Will and I went to see Dune. Solid movie. Here's the thing. With Dune. We saw it in 4D.
I still don't understand the point of 4D. Like, you were telling me they just, like, throw water at you?
Yeah, there's fans set up in the theater. The seats, they don't just vibrate. They move around like it's like a roller coaster-y thing. It's super gimmicky, but if you're seeing a big-ass blockbuster, it's fun. It's worth it. I will the next Fast and Furious movie, I'm definitely going to see it in 4D.
Did they throw sand at you?
No, unfortunately.
They should have.
But they do, you do get mist.
Okay.
And you could smell that, like, on the water, like, yeah. They don't ever clean the pipes that water is running through, the misters. Yeah, it's great, man. Get some stale water in your face. It's super cool. Dune's an okay movie, just because it's only half the story, but there is enough of an arc in there for the main characters. And Rebecca Ferguson's performance is astounding. She carries that movie for sure.
So I was telling you earlier, the older I get, the less interest I have in action. So that just looked like an action movie with fantasy elements. And it has Timothée Chalamet, which I do not care for.
I don't like Timothée Chalamet either, but Rebecca Ferguson, she carries that movie. Like a good mother, she carries her son through the movie. It's fantastic. There's this famous scene involving a box, and it is the best interpretation of that scene. Because in the scene, he's... So some, like, religious figure is testing the main character, Paul. And he has to stick his hand in there, and he feels a shit ton of pain. Mm-hmm. And then he goes through, like, this prayer in his head. But the way they interpret it in the movie is... Again, connecting to Rebecca Ferguson carrying that movie. So Paul's in there, and then it cuts, like, it'll... During that scene when he's got his hand in the box, what's in the box? It cuts to Rebecca Ferguson. She's just outside the door while her son's being tested and could possibly die. And we see her fear, and she's the one saying the prayer. So you see, like, the sense of her motherly fear for her son, rather than just, like, normally the scene is just Paul by himself in the room saying the prayer to himself.
Is Dune the one with the...
Tom McLaughlin?
The one with, I know we call him McLaughlin. The one with the thing up the nose?
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing up the nose. Okay. Still suits.
Vaguely familiar with Dune. Never seen it, never had to care for it.
So, it's super trippy and cool. It's definitely worth checking out. Definitely at least watch the David Lynch movie. And you know, it's not going to be a great movie, but it'll be like, this is interesting.
Yeah,
it's
I don't
interesting.
expect anything out of it, which means it can definitely exceed my expectations. But talking about, are you going to watch My Hero next week, or you were not able to get tickets?
No, I'll see it.
You'll see it?
Yeah. I'll see it eventually.
I was gonna say, like, I haven't seen movies in forever, but I had just watched Lamb, and I'm watching My Hero, so I'm actually catching up back to my movie watching things.
I was meaning to see Lamb, but whenever I was leaving my gig, I just wanted to go straight home and lie down.
It's exactly what you think of a A24 film, just super slow burner, tries to say things without really living too much. I actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah, so I want to check it out, but I would get out at 5, and then the next showtime would be at 7, and then like, I don't want to stick around at the mall for 2 hours. So I just went straight home, but I will see Lamb eventually. Mm-hmm. I will see Pig. Watch them in the same day, hopefully. A24 double feature. Next A24 movie I'm for sure seeing in theaters.
The Macbeth one?
Tragedy of Macbeth, man. It looks like... why am I blanking on his name? A Swedish guy.
Matt Milkinson?
No. I know his cinematographer's name more than him right now. Sven Nykvist. Seventh Seal. Ingmar Bergman.
Yeah.
Ingmar Bergman. Looks like an Ingmar Bergman. I love it. And they're even doing like the 4x3. Love it. It's a Coen. It's a Coen joint, man. Those guys make quality pictures. So yeah, man. And we're seeing My Hero. I don't know when I'm going to see it exactly, but I will see it next weekend. Because next weekend... October is a banger month. Will and I saw The Last Duel, which is the Ridley Scott picture. Which I feel like an old man by saying picture.
Next week, because I ain't got shit going on, aside from maybe having brunch with a friend. If you want to rewatch it, I'll be down to watch it.
Okay. Sick. If I got a movie buddy, I'm more likely to do it.
Okay.
But next week also, The French Dispatch comes out. And I am a huge Wes Anderson guy. Looking forward to it, man.
Wes Anderson is super weird for me because, like, I know exactly what I'm gonna get myself into. I know exactly what I'm gonna be watching. So I just never had the want to watch it, and then I watched it, it's like, whoa, that was a really good time.
Yeah,
I enjoyed myself thoroughly.
Like
every single time.
I had a friend who really hates Wes Anderson, but the reason he hates it is the reason I love it, where he just throws all sense of authenticity out the window. It's like, no, this is a fake thing we're watching with a bunch of... Like, the people don't talk like how people would talk. It's not that mumblecore shit. It's not... It doesn't... Sets don't look like how... It embraces that it is fake in a movie, and I love it. I
really enjoy it. Wes Anderson feels like he wanted to be a writer but doesn't know how to write books, so he just makes it into a movie.
I feel like a lot of people don't talk about the Grand Budapest Hotel, but that is his best movie.
That is my favorite one.
Yeah.
No, my second favorite one. My favorite one is still Royal Tenenbaum.
Yeah, it's not my favorite Wes Anderson. I think my favorite will probably be Darjeeling Limited, just because that hit me at the right time in my life. But in terms of just overall, his best movie is Grand Budapest Hotel.
By far.
Where the way it plays with the frame narrative and like the different
media
framing, literal. The way he plays with film, with the frame narratives, it's literally framed differently. It uses different aspect ratios as we're going in and out of it. I love it, man. It's just like a lot of his films, it's an homage to old-timey films, and that one embraces it the most, especially with the action sequences.
The action sequences, the sense of scale that you were talking about, like how he switches from live actors to like you almost look like models just being played out for the hotels and everything. I love it.
And I finally saw this because of Disney Plus earlier this year. I Love Dogs.
I haven't seen that one, but
okay. I've been meaning to give you my Disney Plus password so you can watch Thor Ragnarok. I've curated a playlist on there. But I'll finally pull the trigger on that and send it to you. But yeah, Isle of Dogs is on there.
I mean, it's blue in the Xbox.
It's good. It's just because I was. It took me years to see it because I don't like the Fantastic Mr. Fox.
I love that movie.
I don't. But Isle of Dogs, it got me, man.
Mm-hmm.
You feel it, man. And the boy. I also saw a video essay on it on YouTube and goes into how language is a core part of that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And how English is the best way to see it because it plays with ideas of communication.
I think you and I might have seen the same.
Okay. Yeah, where he talks about like if you watch in Japanese, you don't.
You actually like lose a lot of the sense of the movie and the themes of the movie.
Yes. Okay, we saw the same thing.
We watched.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah,
definitely watched the same.
It's such a cool idea of
Mm-hmm.
these dogs and humans don't communicate with each other, so we have the perspective of the dogs, and they're speaking English, and we understand that, and the kids speaking Japanese, and like a Western audience isn't going to know that, and Wes Anderson knows how to play with the medium and embrace the medium better than most other people out there. I love that guy. Dude.
Mm-hmm. Definitely went to film school.
Yeah, and he's just
yeah.
And he doesn't stick by the film school rules. It's just like, no, this is what film is, and let's just embrace the artifice of it. I love it, man. I love it. We could just talk about movies the whole time.
We already did it one podcast. I'd be super down to do it with another podcast.
Hell yeah. Oh, dude, let's stick with movies for a sec. Did you watch the Uncharted trailer? Yeah, you did, right?
Yeah, it looked terrible. It looked terrible.
It looks...
It is everything that back when I had to describe Uncharted to people, when I had to sell Uncharted to people, I would describe that trailer.
Yeah.
Like, this is like the general idea of a person that never played Uncharted or don't know what Uncharted is, feels like Uncharted should be. It's more James Bunny and less Indiana Jones.
I don't know. It has that.
Also, I don't like Tom Holland. Fuck that guy.
Dude.
I haven't seen Spider-Man, so I will have to say.
Have you seen his other work, like All the Devil, All the Time, or whatever that is on Netflix?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't like that guy. Whenever I have the same reaction as I have with Timothée Chalamet. Like whenever I see him in the name on the cover, I just completely lose interest.
Tom Holland is way more likable than Timothée Chalamet.
I believe that.
First of all, he has a normally spelled name.
I believe that, but even then, I just like, I don't know. Like if I see Tom Holland walking down the street, I'm just like, eh.
He's my boy, man. I love that guy. Dude. Him and Hannibal Buress are in a commercial for Shadowbringers. How could you not love that guy?
I don't care.
Have you not seen that ad?
I've seen the ad. I just don't care for Tom Holland.
He's a great dude. He's a great dude, man. He's got amazing likability. And you're insane for not liking him.
Does he have insane likability if I don't like him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're like a weirdo.
I'll give you that. I am a weirdo. Also,
I like Mads Mikkelsen.
I do like Mads.
Yeah, which I do too.
Yeah.
But
I'm eating cranberries because they're fucking cool.
Dude,
if you want cranberries, let me know.
Yeah, these aren't cranberries; they're craisins, bro.
Shut up.
Yeah, I mean, if that's false advertising, you just say dried cranberries or craisins, because
never juiced. Well, yeah.
It doesn't look great, but it looks like the type of movie I'd see in 4D, baby.
That sequence, I will have to say, that trailer does show one of the coolest sequences.
From Uncharted, yeah. It seems like the greatest hits of Uncharted. We see a young Chloe also? Come on.
I like that. I just like that Tati and Antonio Banderas are getting more work. Because, I don't know, I actually enjoy Antonio Banderas as an actor. He plays foreign guy very well.
Yeah,
as a foreign guy.
He does.
Yeah. And I just really like Tati. I watched all of Sabrina. I'm watching currently the 3rd season of You, which is in there, and she's, of course, gorgeous. So I'm happy they're getting work. But yeah, the cool scene from Uncharted, which I will have to give it to them, is really well done, is
plane?
the plane thing with the car.
Piece,
It looks super video gamey. I'm so for it. If they did more of that, I think it'd be better.
And we need to see this in theaters, and we need to see it in 4D. Because that sequence, the fans are going to be blowing in your face constantly. And they're big fans, too.
Okay.
I wish I wore a thicker jacket, is how much they blow you. 4D is...
It feels horribly miscast, too. I feel like Wahlberg should be Nathan Drake.
Yeah, I don't know why they went with the young Indiana Jones route, but... I don't know, franchise potential. So they could keep making it until Tom Holland's 50. Like Tom Holland in the Crystal Skull.
Like Tom Holland actually looks like could be Nathan Drake. I don't know. Tom Holland. How old is Tom Holland?
It's like mid-20s, mid to late 20s.
Still looks like a baby.
I know, right? I think Zendaya is taller than him, also. So he can play that young role really well. Zendaya's fantastic. Can't wait to see her again this year in...
She's 25.
Spider-Man. Tom Holland?
Yeah.
Okay.
I could beat him up.
Yeah, I don't think so. That dude does yoga, okay? He could do a backflip. Can you do a backflip?
No, I can stand.
Have you seen him dance during for a lip sync battle?
No.
That guy's got moves, man. That guy's got... Should we watch it right now?
We'll watch it afterwards.
Are you sure you don't want to watch it right now?
I'm pretty sure. Because
okay.
like I said...
Okay, it's impressive.
I don't care for Tom Holland.
It's impressive. Oh, you're wrong. You're wrong.
That's fair. I don't mind being wrong sometimes. But yeah, Uncharted trailer, it looks bad. It looks...
Yeah. Well, it's...
But we're talking like best Uncharted could be as a movie, could be like maybe like a 6 out of 10.
Well, here's the thing, man.
Yeah.
F9 The Furious Saga was a disappointment. I'm hoping I get those same feels I get from a Fast and Furious movie from Uncharted. And if they do that, it worked, man. That's all I need from Uncharted is pop fluff. That's all I want.
I don't like my Wahlberg Sully. I feel like Bruce Campbell should have been Sully.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Have you seen the pictures of Mark Wahlberg with a mustache?
I'm gonna now.
Yeah. That looks like a good young Sully. In the trailer, he doesn't have the mustache, so I hope by the end of the movie, we show mustache.
No, what they're gonna do is gonna be like he's gonna halfway draw a mustache. Chloe's gonna make fun of him and he's gonna shave it. Because fucking video game movies love to do that. Like I bet you $50 that when the Mario movie comes out, one of the scenes that's gonna happen is gonna be like Chris Pratt just going like, "It's a me, Mario." Oh, I'm sorry, that was so weird. I just talk like normal.
Of course. The thing is that with the Mario movie, I trust that studio to make a good movie. Like it may be a weird ass Mario movie, but it's gonna be a what?
He for sure looks like he says Asian slurs.
He's a good looking dude with that stash.
Ooh.
But yeah, sticking with Sony news, biggest news that they had this week is God of War coming to the Master Race, baby. Master Race, baby.
Kratos dung.
Yeah.
Kratos dung.
I can't wait for those Kratos nude mods. God of War is coming to Steam, Epic Game Store, I believe, January 14th. I'm excited, man.
I know one of the first...
I'm double dipping.
I know one of the first mods I probably download for that thing will be Niflheim Easy.
Easy?
I feel like those levels are very necessary.
It's all about, like, end game challenge stuff, man.
Yeah.
You don't need to do it.
Yeah, that's
great.
That's very true, but in order to do the most satisfying fight in the game, you have to do them.
Yeah, you gotta get to the Valkyrie Queen.
Yeah,
maybe.
like the Valkyrie Queen is like one of the funnest things.
Just gotta get through that.
Yeah.
You gotta push through.
I don't wanna. Anyways.
Or you just adjust. No, just like when you get to that content, just change the difficulty to easy, and then once you're past it, put it back to normal. That mechanism's already in place to ease up that.
Novel easy. Anyways.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Just like the game looked great when I was playing it on the PS4 Pro, but to have it look better and at 60 frames per second,
it looks crazy. It looks like it's tracing 60 in the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, I'm double dipping for sure because that game is a masterpiece, man.
It's one of the few games. It's one of the few games I replayed, and granted, the storyline is like fairly like by the numbers, but it's super well done.
But like, yeah, because when they get to those emotional scenes, they bring it, man. It's fantastic.
They pick great voice actors for it, which makes me excited for Ragnarok because fucking Thor is gonna be great.
Did you know what kind of sucked? I'm big into the Avengers and grinding for those skins. I started playing the War for Wakanda expansion, and Christopher Judge, who voices Kratos, voices T'Challa, voices Black Panther. I'm not into it, man.
Oh,
because he does. It's Christopher Judge who nails Kratos like he's an older man doing like an older voice, but then when he's playing Black Panther, he's playing like a younger version. And it sounds like an old man trying to do a younger voice, and I'm not into it.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, if you're going to do a younger Black Panther, cast a younger actor. Not just like, oh, this guy's real hot right now because of a previous project he did. Like, no, hire, I don't know, man. Like the guy who did Miles Morales. But he's probably too young.
How young?
Like, not like young Black Panther, but like...
We're talking like 30s?
Yeah. Like, maybe late 20s, early 30s, like let's ballpark 30, but it sounds like it's a 50-year-old man trying to do a 30-year-old voice. It's just, I don't know. It sounds weird to me. I'm not for it. Part of that is what turned me off and why I still haven't beaten the War for Wakanda expansion, and I'm just like grinding for skins and other content just because I'm not connecting with it. But I'll get to it eventually.
I
gotta get that Kate Bishop skin, dude.
I feel like I don't know. I still feel like very much we're still on the whole thing of like actors doing voice acting is always a bad idea. They should be hiring like real voice actors to be able to do all that stuff.
Because
that's the thing with Christopher Judge. It's just like I think he can only do one voice.
Well,
and that's just his voice.
Another thing with that is with Santa Monica Studios and God of War, they did a ton of performance capture, whereas I think Christopher Judge is bringing his whole tool set as an actor, whereas Avengers, it seems like he's just in a booth. You know? Yeah, and that's the thing with, listening to a lot of podcasts with voice actors. It is a different tool set, and like a stage and screen actor, they don't bring the same thing. They don't bring all the tools necessary for voice acting. With the big thing is Bethesda, as a publisher, they always hire celebrity voice cast, and Dishonored 1, Susan Sarandon doesn't sound great in as the forget her character, as the witch character in the first Dishonored. She sounds like she's
Susan Sarandon.
Yeah, I don't think she's phoning it in, but she doesn't know like you need to express certain things harder in the vocal medium because they can't see your face, so you need to do it vocally rather than It's a whole thing.
Different tool sets, different trainings.
Yeah. But that's not to say a stage actor or screen actor isn't good, because there are, but they go into it knowing the difference, and then also depends on director also.
That being said, even though I just kind of like shat on Christopher Judge, I do believe he has a good voice for voice work, so I would like to hear more of him. Yeah. I just probably for the right roles.
Yeah.
Not just his like, hey, we have.
I just don't like his T'Challa.
Fair. Well, anyways, bad news or maybe good news.
Good news.
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring delayed from January to February 25th.
A whole month, but the same thing happened to Bloodborne, and Bloodborne ended up being one of the best. Just personally, in my personal opinion, one of the best games just made in general.
Yeah,
and easily top 10 favorite games for me.
And we're getting a network test for Elden Ring next month in November.
I still have to sign up for that.
I signed up for it with 3 different emails, so unfortunately the network test is for console only, so I'll be playing it on my PS4 Pro like a peasant, and I'm also glad I didn't sell that thing yet, because I get to play the Elden Ring network test. But yeah, it'll be cool getting a feel for that game. It's... I think... I put a lot of time into the Dark Souls 2 network test, which was fun, getting that preview of the game, and I'm excited. It's going to be sick.
I did a little bit for... Because my buddy at the time, I was able to get into the Dark Souls 3 network test. So I'm curious to see what we're all going to be doing for Elden Ring. I really hope to get in, because that's one of my most after games right now.
Dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's another Souls game. What's not to like? That changes up the formula.
It might actually allow me to play Legend Arceus now.
Yes, that's true. With the month delay, it gives me time to dive into God of War on PC. Well, I kind of want to get it in a sale, but if I have the month free for January,
why not?
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Let's face it, I'm never going to finish Tales of Arise. Because January is usually my backlog month. But God of War is more appealing than Tales of Arise.
That's how I feel about Tales of Arise. I'm going through Skyrim again for no reason. Instead of just playing Tales of Arise, a new thing. Instead of playing the anime JRPG with the hot lady knight, I am playing Skyrim again. I
have to at least get to the lady knight character. The thing is, I dropped it because Avengers was on sale. And I have more attachment to Kate Bishop and Iron Man than I do these kind of one-note anime characters. Because I do like the archetypes in there, I do like their relationships, the way they play off each other, but it is, with that kind of anime game, it's the sort of stuff we've seen for decades now.
The hentai artist...
Combat's fun, though.
The hentai artist one of the hentai artists I follow on Twitter, he put in 75 hours on it, and I think he platinumed the thing.
I might as well just do it. Might as well do it.
Apparently, he was able to do almost everything on level 75. So.
Okay. Because the main thing is, my grind has slowed down for Avengers, because for most of the cast, I have the costumes I want for them. And then the only ones I need to grind out is Iron Man and Kate Bishop, since their costumes are all the way at the end of the fucking character pass thing, the progression. And you get the most progress from doing just the weekly challenges, so I don't need to play it every day.
So, I was going to ask you, how bad is the grinding? Because that whole has, because it has, a whole, battle pass setup, or am I wrong?
It has a different take on it. So it has, the battle pass mindset of, here's this thing that you level up on and complete, and it unlocks stuff, but it's not timed, it's character specific. So just, as long as you're playing as that character and finishing the daily and weekly challenges, you progress through the character pass, and you can go at your own pace to unlock the stuff on it. So it's a good system. It's just... I wish there was... They kept it fresh. Because it's been a year, and...
Nothing has changed.
Yeah, they've added more content, but it's... like, it's not... They don't keep up with it in the way that Destiny keeps up with it, or Fortnite, or Warzone. Mm. There's just not enough new activities to keep it fresh. And I've only been playing for like a month, and I'm just like, alright, I've seen everything this has to do.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, it's a fun beat 'em up. It's it's a nice evolution of kind of... Did you play Dragon's Crown?
Yeah, love that game.
Yeah, so it's like a 3D Dragon's Crown, essentially, only with Marvel skin instead of fucking that beautiful Villenoeve drip. It's just
fake Amazon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's like a $200 statue of her. Yeah. I thought about it.
Amazon's the best, man.
Mm-hmm.
They initially started Elf, but then Amazon was just way more fun, and also, she's thick, big ol' axe. Big ol' axe. She'll crush your skull with her thighs. It's been, another delay that affects you. I was trying to remember it, but I gotta look at the notes. Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp delayed from December 3rd to spring.
Makes me actually kind of happy. These are Game Boy Advance. These are Game Boy Advance games that are just getting remade. They're just getting remade, and I play multiple times, so I can hold off on these happily. Especially because then it makes December free for me to do more Shin Megami Tensei.
Shining Pearl. Not Shining Pearl?
No. That's my least favorite generation.
But December, you should be playing Endwalker.
I should still go through AAR. Yeah,
you get through A Realm Reborn, man.
Instead of playing A Realm Reborn, actually going through the things and turning my girl into a Dark Knight, I'm still just playing Skyrim.
For shame. For shame.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best Final Fantasy story. Full stop.
Also, their most profitable game, right? For Square Enix?
Yeah. Most profitable game? It's the best game.
Mm.
Oh. Fun Square Enix news that I just remembered and forgot to put in the show notes. Mm-hmm. One of their mobile studios is making an Avatar The Last Airbender game.
What?
Yeah. It was like a shitty little announcement where they showed nothing. But yeah, Square Enix got the rights to make an Avatar The Last Airbender mobile game. I'm hoping it's a premium game, kind of like the Lara Croft and Hitman Go games, rather than that bullshit gacha of Sino Alice and Near Reincarnation.
I will hate to reroll for a 5-star Korra.
Oh, that would... The thing is, that series has a bunch of characters people love, and they can get away with a gacha game. Unfortunately. I'm hoping they don't, but they can do it.
If they do it, we'll probably see some bullshit like, oh shit, I got a reroll for a 5-star Cabbage Man because he got the cool debuff on the thing.
Yeah. Oh, Aang with hair only has a 0.05% rate of dropping. They can do it. I'm hoping they don't. But we will see, and I'm excited to see what happens, because the...
Well, they were still... Would they have to go through the creator or just Nickelodeon to do all that licensing and stuff like that?
I don't... That's tricky,
because if it's through the creator and stuff like that, because from my understanding, like, even as something as... Get a share done at Redbubble, you have to go through... Because what is it? My buddy's girlfriend wanted to make like a Avatar share for Redbubble, and she had to contact like the creator or something, or cast for something. So if it has to go through a creator, I don't think he will allow a gacha or some sort.
Yeah,
just with how that dude is.
Because those guys have integrity. Like, them leaving the live action series because, like, hey. Netflix has final say, and we don't agree with what they want to do with the series, so we're just leaving and doing our own thing. So, yeah, I hope it's not a gacha game.
I hope so too. Because I would like to see Korra in video game form. That's really good, because the Platinum game is fun.
Yeah,
little
it's
bit.
fun. It's not. I platinum that game. It's fine.
Yeah, it's a platinum game.
Yeah.
And
That whole dark era when they were doing contract work for Activision.
and the last thing I heard about Korra, and I keep talking about Korra because I like her
No,
better as an Avatar than Aang.
I like that show more. But the thing is, have you watched all of Legend of Korra?
I've seen all of it.
Okay, yeah. So 1 and 3 are amazing. Seasons 2 and 4 are utter ass.
Season 2 is other ass. 4 is a nice conclusion. I still think
I hated 4 so much.
I liked 4. That means that 3 is the best one, hands down.
The 3, Henry
Yeah.
Rollins.
Yeah.
Fucking Henry Rollins. They're
Fucking-
fighting like Team Dark
Avatar.
It's
Yeah.
awesome. It's season 3 is so good.
Mm-hmm.
And also season 1 because Amon is a compelling villain where he's right. His methods aren't right. I mean, he's not a good guy, but his objective is right. I love that about him. Same with fucking
Henry Rollins.
Henry Rollins,
Yeah.
whose name I can't remember.
Well, his whole thing is anarchy.
Yeah.
Like,
Just
fuck
like
everything.
the democratization of power just by
Mm-hmm.
killing the Avatar, who is the representative of this one person with power. This all for one.
Mm-hmm. I like the main reason why I like 4.
Because there's a Gundam battle at the end.
Well, not only that, but because it's a natural and cohesive progression to what happens in book 3.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's because that's the only season where they told him, hey, you get 2 seasons. It's not like in season 1 and 2, it's like, this is the last one that you're going to get. And they told him, cool. And after season 2 happens, like, whatever, you get 2 seasons. So they actually were able to make a cohesive story.
The thing that...
But I still have to say, for Korra, 3, 1, 4, 2.
Yeah.
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 That being said, 2 had cool, like...
That was so stupid, where just...
I like
when they introduced the idea of, like, the 2 spirits, and then, like... I was face palming as soon as they introduced that concept, like, oh, there's going to be a dark avatar, isn't there? This is going to be stupid. And it was. And it was.
Yeah, but guess what? It ended up being really cool because we got Henry Rollins. But I really like the story of the first Avatar.
Yeah, that's without a doubt the best episode of that season.
Yeah.
And Stephen Yeun, baby.
Yeah.
Stephen Yeun is the first
Always a
Avatar. The thing that annoyed me when I knew season 4 wasn't going to be good is when they reintroduced, like, the mech suits.
Mm-hmm.
And the mech suits are super powerful, and then just thinking like, with how you have to escalate action in an action series, like, the only way you can escalate this is if you get a Gundam by the end of the series and they fucking get a giant robot.
I like it.
It fucking pissed me off.
I like it.
Oh, they did it. They did it. They actually fucking did it.
I like it because I like dumb robot bullshit, but also because it's a natural progression with, like, bullshit magic spirits. And what else can you do with technology? Just make it fucking strong.
It's
not my shit. Trust me. I love it because it's not my shit.
I'd rather, like, part of it is the humanoid form. If it was like a spider robot like Wild Wild West, I'd be more accepting of it because that's more like in that world where it's steam powered and shit. I don't know. I hate that giant robot thing.
No, it's dumb, but I love it.
Also, there is no build up to the Korra Asami thing. I'm into shipping those two, but they have before the end of this series, they literally have one scene with each other, and they just mentioned that we were writing notes to each other the whole time, and that's it. There's no build up at all.
They couldn't have the build up. They weren't allowed to have the build up. Yeah.
Like, I've read some of the comics afterwards
Yeah.
when we get to see them as a couple. Dig it.
Yeah.
Just like
It's
that
great.
series did not build it up at all.
They were not allowed.
Yeah. Just like...
Yeah, that's the thing. They were just
the
not
thing
allowed.
is, if you can't build it up, if you can't develop it well, don't do it in the first place. Or at least... I'm not saying, like, it's not cool that they did... But, like, if you can't execute on that story you want to tell, just change the thing, man. You just have her not... I don't know, man. Like, or if you're gonna have free reign and do it, then just follow up and develop it in the comics like they do. I have another issue with the comics. Fucking Asami just becomes a damsel in distress in the comics, which fucking... Like,
doesn't make sense because she's actually like...
Yeah, out of all of them, she's possibly the best martial artist who just doesn't have abilities. Mm-hmm. And then she's like, oh, save me, Korra, save me.
The
whole... man.
She is a better Sokka when it comes to having the team member that doesn't have any powers, because she's actually competent.
Sokka's competent. I mean, he's an idiot.
Yeah, exactly. But, like, he's a great tactician. He's not a good warrior.
Oh, and also another thing with season 4, Asami does nothing.
Yeah.
She has like one action sequence that I think's on top of a train, and that's it, man. She drives.
That being said, I really like how... No, never mind.
Well, she gets that thing at the end where she reconciles with her dad and makes the flying...
I also really enjoy, like... So Bolin is really weird for me, because I want to like Bolin. I want to like Bolin, but he's a shit character. He's definitely like, oh, we're just gonna put him in there because we need to have a comic relief character, and all of his arc is like, I want to get my pee-pee wet.
Yeah, I like his arc in season 3, and then season 4, it's like he just became an idiot. Like, oh no, I believe all their propaganda. I think they're good guys. Oh no, they're not good guys. Oh. Like, god damn it, Bolin.
I actually enjoy that he was like, Nazis are pretty cool people, because that's basically what they are. Like, they're basically...
Yeah, we need to strengthen
Nazis.
We need to strengthen the fatherland, you know? What did, I can't remember his name. I remember the actor's name, David Faustino. Bolin's brother.
Mako?
Yeah, how can I forget that name? What did his character do in season 4? Other than just being a cop and like...
He was a cop.
Just like, hey, Bolin, these guys are bad guys. And that's his entire thing in season 4, right? Yeah. He doesn't even get a cool fight scene. He just charges up the generator with the... See, the more I think about it, the more I hate season 4, man. It's like...
No, that's fair.
It's...
Yeah.
And, like, I thought, like, hey, maybe the comics afterwards will redeem it, and then it's like, oh, fuck. Asami is literally just getting kidnapped and Korra has to save her. Like, what is this,
The comics are more for world building than anything, and learning more about like how Aang was as an adult and things like that.
Have you read the one where... fuck, why can't I remember? Burnface.
Zuko?
I can't remember anyone's names. Have you read the comic where Zuko and Azula try and find their mother?
Yeah, and they she ends up being like, ooh.
That one's got feels, man.
Yeah.
I'm tearing up just thinking about it. But yeah, that's good. Why didn't any of the Korra comics have that quality and that kind of they dropped the ball.
Anyways, the main point I wanted to drive was Korra sucks in the Nickelodeon fighting game, and I want to be able to play with a cool Korra.
That sucks, man.
Yeah. Apparently, she has the little Mac issue where like she's a random character in a game which core mechanics do not allow for a random character to be good. Oh well.
I like that how that matches her, where Aang is kind of goofy and floaty. But Korra is more of a brawler. Mm-hmm. So that is a nice, cool design choice there. Yeah, Legend of Korra, baby. I need to rewatch that. I've got the DVDs. Flameo, Hotman.
Flameo.
So what's hot right now also is Monster Hunter Worlds exceeded 20 million sold. Hats off to you. Capcom's best-selling game ever. Well, it has been, but it reached that milestone of...
I've been thinking of...
playing Monster Hunter Rise on PC? I downloaded the demo. Have yet to play it. You should download the demo.
If Capcom weren't cowards and would allow to transfer, I would have totally done it.
Dude, smaller independent teams have done save transfer. I don't know why they can't do it either.
I'm assuming because of the type of game that Monster Hunter is.
Yeah, but
And the very, like...
the sort of online game, and you could kind of futz around with the save file. Hey, you know what I did with an online game?
Mm-hmm.
Destiny 2, I transferred my save from a console to PC.
You gotta remember, Capcom, it is a Japanese company, and they're still...
They do phone it in sometimes.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, we can get away with this, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, the fans don't want that?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, if they had a save transfer, I totally would have just moved my save file to, like, Steam. But no, I have over close to 200 hours on that game, so no.
Here's what I'm thinking. Because that Monster Hunter community is thirsty for it. Some modder will make a way where you could copy your save file from the Switch, you mod it into your PC, and just transfer your save that way. Because Monster Hunter World had save modding. And also with trying to get certain drops, I would save scum it. Of just, just like, alright, make a copy of my save, and then like, oh, the quality didn't work out that way, like, let me just reload that old copy.
See, I almost thought about doing... Because I remember back when it was just vanilla Monster Hunter World before all the arch-tempered and all that fun stuff. I remember thinking about maybe I should save Scum, because at the time I was playing Chargeblade.
That's a fun one.
Maybe I should save Scum to get those artillery decorations. And I did it like a couple times, like, this is so boring.
Dude, I eventually stopped also because, like, this is...
I much just rather enjoy the game and just enjoy that 0.5% drop.
Yeah.
I ended up paying out because I was just swimming in an artillery that goes before Iceborne.
Nice. Keeping it with you news, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Grasshopper manufacturer got bought out by NetEase. How do you feel about that?
I hope they still are able to have some creative freedom, and we're still getting weird games, but not feeling good about it.
No. I mean, it's specifically a mobile, milk the money out of people company.
Yep.
And they also promised they'd be making 3 games in the next decade, so...
That's not a good number for me. 3 games within 10 years. That's a game every 3 years, if any.
Maybe we'll get the Suda 51 gacha meta game, and all of Suda characters are in it.
I would like to see Killer 8 phone only, where you have to use your camera to...
Oh, like an AR game?
Yeah.
That could be cool, actually. Suda can have a lot of fun.
I could totally see Suda doing... Having fun with one phone game and then having to do the 2 other ones because they're contractually have to do them.
Yeah, I could see that'd be fun. Like doing a Kojima gimmicky thing of we have to take advantage of this
the medium. Like why not?
Exactly.
Like have some. Ooh, I hope to God we get some bullshit where like it has like voice recording. That needs to happen.
It records your voice.
Like, you just need to say something to the thing to open up.
That would be cool, man.
Yeah.
That is...
And I hope they do the thing where, like, they're using a Japanese voice as the template, so you have to be racist and do a Japanese accent to get it done.
Hey.
Yeah.
Uchu Senkan Yamato. Hashin!
I love that you know that phrase.
Of course.
Yeah.
There's very few phrases I know. They're all mimi and... from either anime or games. Daijoubu da, mondai nai.
But how do you feel about Grasshopper potentially just being a phone-only company?
You know, I'm not like a Suda guy. I like the idea of him and having that kind of loose cannon creator out there. So I hope he still has the free reign. Like, even though he didn't direct all those games, he still gave his team the free reign to just like get all your weird ideas and throw it the fuck in there, and let's see what happens. Hopefully they have that, or maybe in a couple of years Suda ends up leaving and starts an indie studio. I'm cool with that too.
I wouldn't want him to have an indie studio. I would much rather him getting
Too much
poached.
free reign?
Yeah, I would much rather him get poached. If anything, too much free range has taught us is that it will lead to...
Death Stranding?
Yep. I feel like
Oh.
putting direction to all those things leads to a way better game.
I haven't seen you since I did this, but I watched all of Death Stranding's story.
And
I did not like it.
isn't it?
It's very shallow, and it's a Metal Gear plot, whereas the president the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I did not like it. It doesn't do a good job of having you, like, at the end it's a whole thing of like, oh, the relationships we made along the way, but I didn't feel it. Maybe because I didn't go through the game and get like codec calls and all that stuff, but I'm not for it, man.
It's similar to the sentiment that you have with Wes Anderson. Kojima is a person that takes advantage of the medium as much as possible, so I do feel like watching the movie doesn't do it justice.
Yeah, no, I completely understand that, but
no, but that's fair. There's a lot of Kojima-isms in that fucking game.
In terms of being like a pure narrative thing, it doesn't hold up.
Yeah,
but Kojima's never been pure narrative guy. Although he keeps trying to shove more and more story in his games when that's not his strong suit, man. Like, it was 7 hours of watching shit. Mm-hmm. Like, it's...
The ending sequence is like 3 hours long.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's cool, but it's like...
super cool.
Like, it has that MGS2 info dump of just Amelie explaining the lie. The friend lie.
I do love the...
just, oh my god.
I do love the MGS2 info dump.
Yeah, it's just like, here's everything. That, like, oh no, man. This is...
Every so often, I will just, like, replay, like, the info dump. Whenever, like, I'm getting a little too, like, paranoid about shit. Because I truly do believe we're heading into a future where Ghost in the Shell is going to be a thing.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, whenever that happens, I'm just going to play the MGS2 info dump. It's like, okay, that's really...
Especially with Netflix playing... Or, not Netflix. Facebook playing on rebranding to align with their Metaverse aspirations. Mm-hmm. Like... And also with Tim Sweeney, his whole thing of just, like... I admire this about Tim Sweeney. His mindset. Tim Sweeney, the creator of... One of the co-founders of Epic Games, you know, he doesn't give a shit about games at all. All he cares about is real-time rendering, and gaming is the best platform to push that technology, which is why he created Unreal Engine in the first place. But he's all about, like, VR and the Metaverse thing also. And, I don't know, the way a lot of our social interactions are online, we already have a foot in it, man.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, existential crisis for this, man. Like, my internet presence isn't me. Walter Mellon isn't my real name, but 95% of my metaverse, my internet presence is this person who's not real. Who says weird shit like DeSantis 2022, January 6th can't come soon enough.
I'm versatily a person that's very much the opposite. Very much like you, I don't think of social media as as a fun thing. I think it's dumb as fuck, so I don't take it very seriously, but I have my real name attached to all those things. Because I just don't care. And it's just a kind of weird, like, oh, you're so weird on social media. It's like, yeah, because I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But then the thing is, to the majority of the rest of the world, it does matter. It carries so much weight. Like, Dave Chappelle mentioned in his latest special, which is controversial, just like, people are going to light me up on Twitter, like, I don't give a shit, it's not a real place. Like, it's not, but it is, but it isn't.
I think Tyler, the Creator, has the best tweet when it comes to that. And it's like, how is cyberbullying even real? Just turn off the computer. Yeah. Or I can't say.
Not on the subject matter, but a fun tweet I like is, I'm making this connection because all three guys are black. I'll admit that. I'm aware of those things in my head. One of my favorite tweets, Lil Nas X, like, a year ago I was living on my sister's couch, now I'm gay.
Yeah.
It's one of the funniest tweets ever.
Talking another one like that, and then making association because the person is gay and black.
Hell yeah.
Whenever, I think it was a year after Sonic Fox had won like Evo, and they were like, "Oh, I'm not only am I the winner, yeah, not only am I the winner of like Evo 2017, I'm also gay, and I'm gay." He had lost a big tournament like a couple months later, and somebody like subtweeted that. Somebody subtweeted him them winning second. And they were like, I guess you're just gay now, though.
Dude, something I appreciate about the FGC.
Just be good at fighting.
Get good. Like, they respect power.
Yeah.
Like, Sonic Fox, non-binary, gay, furry, black. But it's like, he's one of the best in the world, man. Fucking props.
And multiple fighting games at that.
Yeah. Also, like, FGC also had like the first openly trans with Ricky Ortiz. Ortiz, right?
I want to say it's Ortiz.
I want to say Ortiz too. I don't.
I'm gonna look it up.
It's one of your people's names and it ends with a Z.
Could be Ortiz, could be Hernandez, could be so many. We love the Z.
But yeah, again, like, yeah, nobody's gonna give.
Damn.
I mean, of course, if you do that, you're gonna get bullied a little bit online, but. The majority of the FGC still like respects Ricky because of Ricky's game, man. You just get good, you get respect, and Brawly Legs too.
I was gonna mention Brawly Legs.
Yeah, the whole thing of just like we need to make games easier and more accessible. It's like no, get good. Brawly Legs was the highest ranked Chun-Li fighter in Street Fighter 4 on 360. Played with his face because of birth defects.
Yeah.
Literally played with his face, and everyone was like, "Yeah, man, fucking, you got good respect, man. We're down with we're down with disabled people. You just have to get good.
You just have to get good.
Get good. The whole thing of like get good being a bad mindset, which is, it's not a good mindset. We shouldn't just be handing things out. Well, like depends on the thing, but like people need to earn things.
To me, whenever it gets...
We should be respectful to begin with.
Yeah.
But...
To me, when it comes to like the whole like getting good mindset, is like, hey, you should earn the level where you're at. And if you wanna... And if you get getting beaten over and over, it's not because of the opponent being better than you. It's because you're lacking these skills that you're not learning.
Yeah.
Just put in the time... And you feel rewarded, and that's why I like fighting games so much, and that's why, just like you said, FGC at the end of the day, they respect power, and fucking, you know what? Like, you can talk as much shit as you want about Justin Wong, but maybe don't challenge him to a money match for $100K. Like the amount of times, like I've seen like a couple like Justin Wong bots, and I see the YouTube comments like, "Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you, but like you play like really well. You're really boring. Like I could totally smoke you in this game." I'm just like, no, you know shit.
He's a defensive player, man.
Yeah.
That I mean, is not the most fun to watch, but you win. If you win, you win.
Yeah, you win.
That's all it is, man. And this whole like, I'm sure the whole accessibility thing is going to come up again with Elden Ring because it comes up with every Souls game.
Really nice on this.
Belly bulge?
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, no, I was saying you got a moose knuckle going.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole it's going to get brought up because it's another Souls game coming out, but the thing is not everything is for everybody, and it doesn't need to be. Like, the example I go to is Gaspar Noé, who is a French filmmaker. He makes some rough stuff. It's not for everybody, and he shouldn't tailor his movies to be for everybody and be for a more accessible audience. It's for this audience that can handle this sort of storytelling.
I'm looking
and that's
up
the kind of thing.
Gaspar Noé because that sounds super familiar.
Irreversible?
Oh, okay, that guy. Yeah.
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 Gaspar
No.
Noé is not for everybody,
Nope.
and he's not making it for everybody. Same thing with Souls games.
Into the Void. Yep.
Like, guys just who are people like, I want to get into the Souls game, but I don't like what it's about. Like, it's not for you, and it's okay that it's not for you. Just because your favorite YouTube personality or whoever likes it and says you should play it, likes it, doesn't mean you have to play it. It's not for you, and that's fine.
I disagree with that. I feel like everybody should play it to be part of the zeitgeist. Not everybody should get into that.
I don't think you need to be into the zeitgeist, though. Just so you could...
To understand the zeitgeist, I don't think everybody should get into Dark Souls, but I feel like everybody should play Dark Souls. At least once.
Yeah, I find
whether it's beating it or just finding your first wall.
Yeah.
Or getting over your first wall, like I feel like everybody should play at least once
to see if it's your thing, also.
Not only to see if it's your thing, also because they made their own genre out of it. Like now we have a thing called Souls-like.
Yeah.
So to discern whether or not you like that kind of stuff. But yeah, I agree. Not everything is made for everybody. Certain things, and this is not to gatekeep, even though I love gatekeeping.
Gets just tacked on with it. It's
yeah.
Games should have accessibility options like the way Naughty Dog does it really well. Like if they have a bunch of visual options, bunch of audio options for that.
Outer Worlds also had like a really good like accessibility options. I think it has one of the better like colorblind options out there.
Yeah, like they should make it so people. I don't know. It's always such a nuanced and complicated conversation, but like, you should make it able for anybody to play it, but
you should not be able to make it so everybody can enjoy it.
Yeah. Yes. Just because
sometimes you go to a restaurant, you're gonna have to eat with chopsticks.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to deal with that. Sometimes you go to a movie and you have to watch
subtitles.
You're gonna have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're gonna play a game that's just not for you.
If you want to experience, I want to be the guy, but you don't like dying in games, then that experience isn't for you and you won't enjoy it. So just move on instead of asking them to change the core experience of it. Because the challenge is part of the experience for the Souls games. The idea of overcoming something, just that beautiful fusion of gameplay mechanics and the emotional journey that they're trying to put the player through, like intertwining with each other. You're not experiencing struggle or the satisfaction of overcoming a challenge if they have an easy mode, because you're not experiencing the experience they want you to have. They're having the experience you want, but it's not the same.
Honestly, I think like an easy mode would just be putting a map that you can use and actually look through stuff.
Well, easy mode is online. Play with play with a guy online. That is easy mode. The option is there.
It's super enjoyable. Yeah. It's to fuck around. Like I definitely.
Yeah, I love sherping guys. Putting my signs, my yellow sign down and getting summoned. Man, I love helping people in that game.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's rewarding. But it's not. But that's part of the Souls experience of just having help from anonymous people, and getting fucked over by anonymous people. That kind of blind community in there, I love it, man. And it's not the same experience if you're going through one-shotting everybody. Yeah,
it's okay to walk away from a thing and knowing that it's not for you.
Yeah, it's fine. Like it's the problem is people not willing to take an L.
Yeah.
You have to be able to, not just like an L in the game and losing and dying, but an L in real life of just like, oh, this thing's not for me. I need to move on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, like, and that's part of the thing of, I don't know, being
it works in the FGC too, because it's like, hey,
Yeah.
this is not for me. Like, you might be able to, for example, like playing a high tier character.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're gonna have all these advantages for it, but if it doesn't sync well for you because
Yeah.
you cannot do the inputs, or it just doesn't feel good to be on
play that
people's-
person. Yeah,
just take the L and play what you actually enjoy. You're gonna feel a lot better,
exactly.
especially whenever you win. Especially whenever you win.
That's
with
a
your
life-
low tier
yeah.
character. That's the life of a grappler.
That's the meta life lesson of just take an L and move on.
Yeah.
Just like, I'm not taking this L. I need to like Demon Souls, but they need to make it for me. Like, no, that's not for you. Just move on. It's like a breakup. It wasn't working out. Didn't work out. You move on. You don't like keep tweeting at her like, you need to change for me.
That's called a toxic relationship.
Yeah.
I think a huge chunk of it is also because there's a sense of the ownership since you did pay up the money for it, where you have you feel like you have to have an ownership of these things. Like, hey, I bought this for my enjoyment. I'm not enjoying it. There's something wrong with you, not with me.
Yeah. Also, another thing, if you want to get into the Souls experience, there are other games in that genre that are more accessible, and also maybe you don't like medieval shit. You could check out, and you could connect with sci-fi more. Check out The Surge, or if you like ancient Japan more than medieval shit, there's Neo. You know, there's options, babe. There's options.
I would say Neo is a harder thing to get into. Definitely, it's The Surge, just because even though although it's punishing, it's also like a lot easier to get into due to the mechanics.
Yeah.
And it has a couple of fun gimmicks, like the whole aiming system.
And also, like, it has with the loot grind, you can just grind it out and get stronger to move on easier.
And the other thing that I think Lords of the Fallen also does on top of The Surge, and I'm only lumping Lords of the Fallen because they make both games. The storytelling is actually there. You don't have to piece things together.
Yeah, that's true. It's
another one that's Souls-like-y, I will have to say, it's Hollow Knight. And I'm just saying that because I love Hollow Knight. It has like the
great.
it has the course run. It has like the weird an email from Chewy. Anyways, Nook, you're gonna get your medicine soon.
Hollow Knight. I
Salt
don't
and
like,
Sanctuary 2.
I don't like Metroidvanias. I don't like 2D platforming. But Hollow Knight, the quality of Hollow Knight is just so good. It's still one of my favorite games ever. It's fantastic. I can't wait for Silksong. Did you end up playing Metroid Dread?
I played a little bit of it. It's not worth 60, but it's super enjoyable.
Yeah. That's the thing I was saying before it was coming out. Like, it's been almost 20 years since the last new 2D Metroid. New. I mean, there's the Metroid 2 remake, but the indies really owned that space, man. And also, they're having games of similar or better quality for a fraction of the price that Nintendo's charging. Like,
the main thing that you're paying for is the name and the polish that it has, because that game is super polished. But the content is not there for $60. There's definitely the content is not there for $60, and on top of that, like, it's fairly bare bones when it comes to like Metroidvanias. For the little bit I played, and also from what my friends have been telling me that beaten the game. This is a long-winded way to say, if you haven't yet, pick up Hollow Knight.
Yeah,
Do
pick up
yourself a
Hollow
favor.
Knight and get ready for Silksong. That's gonna be great.
Whenever that comes out.
Yeah, but god damn, I love Hollow Knight. I love Hornet too. She's I love. If I had to have hentai of a bug person, it's definitely gonna be Hornet.
The tall sister from the Magus Sisters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking also?
Mm-hmm.
Mosquito Woman from One Punch Man. What am I kidding? That's the number one hentai. Number two, Hornet. Number 3, the Tall Magus sister.
Tall Magus sister. I'm sure there's a monster girl out there. That'd be like, okay, yeah.
Devora from Mortal Kombat? Is that her name?
Mm-hmm.
Bug Lady?
Yeah, why not?
She's at the bottom of the list. That's too freaky. She's probably going to eat me.
She's more bug.
Yeah, more bug. Oh, man.
The spider from the Giant Peach.
Shelob from the Middle Earth, not Shadow of Mordor, the sequel to Shadow of Mordor.
Shadow of War?
Yeah. Where Shelob is a sexy woman for some reason. So she's number 3.
So a lot more bug ladies.
Yeah, a lot more bug ladies. They're all arousing.
It's the legs.
Yeah.
Multiple of them.
Shout out to
the Tall Magus sister.
The Tall Magus sister. But the International 2021 happened. Dota 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which is, you know.
No shit.
Yeah. Just tip of the cap to esports. The FGC will never, ever, ever, ever reach the peak of MOBA.
Mm-mm.
It won't even get to, like, the ankle level of MOBA. But Team Spirit, shout out Team Spirit, they won the International 2021 for Dota 2 and had winnings of over $18 million, which is the largest ever in esports history. The largest ever winning, which is bananas.
Bro, what the fuck?
That's it. Well, yeah, I think that helps with a COVID year of just everybody being inside playing MOBAs and then like the microtransactions going to the prize pool. So I think that's why I kind of inflated it this year, maybe. That's my only theory. I mean, people are spending more money in Dota 2 than they are on Capcom Pro Tour skins. Which, God bless you if you're one of the people buying the cosmetics for the Capcom Pro Tour. You're keeping that shit alive. God bless you. I will never spend money on it, but thank you for keeping this going.
I will only spend money on the Chun-Li costumes and the Laura costumes because I should play Laura.
You know what? My big buyer's remorse of this year is getting Street Fighter V Championship Edition and the premium Season 5 pass. Because I knew it getting... I bought it knowing I'm not going to play this a lot. And then when I did play it, I played it for only 30 minutes playing Akira. Because she's the reason I bought the Season 5 pass, because I wanted to play the Project Justice character. But I ended up, like, after 20 minutes, I ended up going back to Jury, who I already owned. So I just spent, like... It was on sale, though, so for all that, I only spent, like, $45. But still, I spent $45 to go back to a character I already owned, man.
That's the... Kids, don't be thirsty for 3D or 2D characters.
But I did get some nice skins for Jury, man.
That's good.
Those skins were great. Because for some of the more recent skins, they had like the Twitter poll for it, and she
has like a Bancho costume, which I'm so in love with.
Which is I voted for those on Twitter, and I got those costumes, so I'm happy. Like with how I'm currently playing Overwatch Halloween for the skins, and just grinding Avengers for the skins. That
Vegeta skin looks so good,
dude. Yeah, she's a Castlevania character, man. It's awesome, dude. I'm all about the skin game, man. I'm a skin hunter. I'm all about the skin hunter.
I am talking about Street Fighter.
Gotta be there.
Do you remember that they put a policewoman character in that game?
Lucia?
Yeah, I completely forgot that she existed.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
She's not like... I remember Colin, because she's good.
She's really good. And she's a boxer.
Lucia really just kind of... She was a Final Fight?
Final Fight.
Yeah, okay.
She's one of those, like, poison... what's the big guy's name? Abigail, yeah.
Abigail character.
Yeah.
I remember she has an annoying voice. She sounds like she's from like Brooklyn or something.
But
like, hey,
just
I'm a
not-
New Yorker, but I sound
like a New Yorker, not voice
Yeah.
not New Yorker.
I don't know. It's weird to me.
Mm-hmm. No, that's.
Is that it, man? Dude, I'm not sure. But there's a whole thing with EA and FIFA kind of having a divorce.
Who cares?
That's huge, though, man.
Is it?
It's like the biggest money-making game every year.
Fucking-
FIFA, with Ultimate Team.
Because it got the fucking Latin America and Europe by its balls.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
yeah.
ridiculous.
Ultimate Team, baby. But yeah, apparently. So with the drama, EA filed a trademark for just EA Sports FC.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were talking about how their negotiations with FIFA were being weird because FIFA is charging a stupid amount for the license.
Well,
so
FIFA has been like
EA's just planning on ditching it.
FIFA has been doing like shady shit after shady shit.
FIFA's been shady forever.
Yeah. So I'm not
It's
surprised, but also at the same time it's like who cares?
And FIFA recently came out like, hey, we're checking out new publishers and whatnot in discussion. So yeah, that's
Gave us a FIFA Platinum game. I want to see Captain Tsubasa, but well done.
here's the thing, man. I think it would just be like a FIFA Platinum game would be like Inazuma 11, but more real time action.
I'm okay with that.
Have you played the Inazuma 11 games or seen the anime?
No, but
It's
as a young Mexican, I watched Captain Tsubasa religiously. So, and whatever you're talking about, I'm pretty sure I'm familiar with it.
okay, but Inazuma 11. It's a kid show that the game was made by Level 5.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Yeah, level 5.
Yeah. So it's pretty much like if they're playing soccer, but each character has their shonen special ability.
That's what it is in Captain Tsubasa.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. Well,
Like
right.
when it, like you can, I only know this because I watched a thing about it because I actually wanted to play the Captain Tsubasa game, so I wanted to watch some reviews, and apparently the online is fucked because there's a glitch with the twins. So in the game, so in the anime they have a, each team has their own little like weird character in there that they have their own special thing, and in one team in middle school they have a set of twins. They're both of them are dicks. They have like the weird like anime trope thing where they have the pointy nose and the buck teeth, and they're like they're still like this, yeah. But the whole thing in the anime is like they have the perfect block where one of the twins gets on his back and puts his feet up, and the other one gets on the feet and gets catapulted to block it. So like that's their special block in the game. Apparently, it's glitch in the online multiplayer where it doesn't matter where the twins are at. You can activate it, and it will block whatever hit you're doing.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Man. That's some like
It reminds me of this really weird glitch.
that's some blitzball shit, man.
It reminds me of the really weird like glitch that Saberwolf. No, not Saberwolf. Logan's friend from X-Men. That's his enemy.
Sabretooth?
Sabretooth. Reminds me, I love the really weird glitch that Sabretooth has in one of the PlayStation 2
I've seen that
games.
where you could just you do
the
grab
air grab?
and then you just warp over.
Yeah, you do the air grab, and apparently the animation puts in a special camera, and you just command grab the guy non-stop. It's great.
Yeah, but I think that's it, man. Unless you want to keep talking about Avatar and Legend of Korra.
I'd rather do that in some rants of Guilty Gear.
Okay, let's
If
do
you're
that.
not tired.
No, of course not.
Okay.
But yeah, we're gonna play some Guilty Gear. That's it for this week. We'll see you later. And I'm gonna show Senpai Tom Holland dancing to Rihanna's Umbrella. Bye.